here at Wizard World Chicago Comic Con, and I'm with Paul Jenkins. Very nice to meet you, Paul.
Nice
Thank
to be
you
here.
for joining me. Let's talk about you. Okay, so I want you to tell the story of how you were an actor, and then it's completely opposite of what you are doing now as a writer, and so much more.
Yeah, I went to drama school, but I found out really quickly that I wasn't interested in being an actor.
Okay.
Mostly because I felt that there was so much time sitting around idle, and I like to make things, I like to finish things.
Yes.
So as I went through drama school, I ended up much more in downstairs in the film room, and I like to write and direct plays.
Yeah.
I found that was really where I had my niche. And I came to the States, I was teaching music and drama to learning disabled children.
Oh, very nice.
And I met a couple of guys that had this black and white comic book,
Okay.
and it turned out to be the Teenage Mutant Ninja
Yes,
Turtles.
yes.
So my career
Very
started
cool.
there, and I also broke in. So I was an editor for a number of years, and then I broke in to be a freelance writer in the way that you cannot break in this industry.
How did you do it? What's your secret?
There is no secret. In fact, my friend Mark Wade always says that if the big publishers find out how you broke in, they will find that avenue and close it off forever. But I broke in by going down to a San Diego comic convention, and I was introduced to the editor of a title called Hellblazer, which is the John Constantine character. It's a very prestigious character for professionals because we know that that's a really interesting character.
Right.
So most people would really like to have a go at him. So I met Lou Stathis, my dearly departed editor, and I said, I'd like to write Hellblazer. And he said, what have you written? And I said, I've never written anything in my life.
Oh, wow, yes.
So he let me try out for the book, and they had a number of established professionals working on it. And in fact, they read the script and said, congratulations, you're the new writer.
And you have been very successful, and you also, I have here his book, and it is called The Fairy Quest, and it's brilliant. I've already looked at it. Do you want to tell a story a little bit about what it's about?
Yeah, Fairy Quest is part of a little world that I've created. Myself and Humberto Ramos, who's the artist, we did Spider-Man for a number of years, and we also did a book called Revelations, which is a relatively unusual comic book for the States. It was actually a murder mystery set in the Vatican.
Fun, that's
and
cool,
I think people expected us to do something again like that, and of course we decided to do something
It was a
completely
total
off the wall.
opposite.
Yeah. But the premise of Fablewood is basically it's a world where all of the types of story live.
Right.
And as they interact, you may have the people from the love story realm go as an ambassador to the world of monster stories or
Yes.
something. So it's all about fish out of water and so on. And this story is called Fairy Quest, and the premise is, here it is.
Fairy Quest.
And the premise is that the stories of the children's stories are made to tell their story. If they deviate from their story, then the think police come along and basically erase their mind.
It's so cool. I love that.
So it's very sinister. It's actually like a fairy tale itself,
Yes.
because if you think about, the Hansel and Gretel, that's very, very sinister kind of material. And Red Riding Hood and the wolf become very good friends, and so they decide to escape this tyranny, and they
Yes.
decide to try to get out of the world of stories completely.
Right. That's so cool.
Yeah, so, and it's really a labor of love. Umberto and I have worked on this for maybe 3 to 4 years.
And you said it's possibly going to be a motion picture.
Yeah, I have a weird life in that I do comic books, film, television, video games.
Yes.
And we're working towards making this into a film at the moment. We can't really say that much about it because that's a little premature,
Right.
because of the way that the deals are structured. But the bottom line is that, the people that we're working with are greatly in love with it, as are the fans.
Well, you are a very busy man, and I will let you get back to your crowd, and I appreciate you so much. Thank you so much for being here and chatting with me, and I'm going to read this book. I'm very excited, and I look forward to more work that you hold in the future.
All right,
So
thank you very much.
Thank you
I
so much.
appreciate it.
It
Bye-bye.
was a pleasure.